Welcome, Aquarius. Welcome to my channel. How are you? I'm Dee, and this is Intuitive Life Advice. I'm going to do a reading for you today to see if we can get you some clarity, some answers, give you what you need to help you through whatever you're going through right now. I'll try to make this as quick as possible. I know everyone likes to see the cards being laid out, but it does take more time to do it this way. Hopefully my subscribers will learn to come to know me and learn to trust me on the shuffle so I don't have to show so much of this. Okay, this is got a pattern going here. Some very, very, very intriguing cards coming out here for you, Aquarius. My truth speaker. You love so deeply, you just do not allow it to drown you. Have you ever heard of someone say, excuse me, I'm trying to not get sick here. I keep feeling it coming though. Have you ever heard someone say you don't have to set yourself on fire to make someone else happy? Well, Aquarius doesn't drown themselves to make others happy. They don't muffle their voice. They know how important it is that their voice is always heard. It's almost like you feel like it's your duty as an Aquarius on this earth to speak your mind, speak your truth. And you're probably right. What would we do without our Aquariuses? All right. I was kind of led there to pull out an extra card. Sometimes these things happen. Sometimes they don't. So I will put that here. Now let's get started here. Okay, Aquarius, it looks like there's, in your very recent past, which is what has brought you to what is going on right now in your life, there was a commitment. You made a commitment with a water sign. This person could be Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. I feel like we're talking about a Scorpio with no doubt because we've got water, Scorpio, water. So I feel like this is definitely your Scorpio. So it's an Aquarius with a Scorpio. And what a match. That would be such a beautiful and interesting story to hear if someone wrote a book about this relationship. I'd love to hear something from you about this. You were suspicious of this person in the beginning. This is in the recent past. Because of the way they came across. They came across as kind of withholding, like they wouldn't ever just open their chest wide up for you and let you see what was inside. They just kind of kept you guessing and kept you a little confused until you realized that there's no reason to be confused. This is who this person is. They like to play games, and not necessarily in a bad way. They like to keep you intrigued and entertained. And once you figured that out, you made a commitment to this person. I feel like you're committed with, this is the rings. So it's an engagement or a marriage. You are committed to this person. And you had the whole time knowing how you felt about this person. This is in your past. You were always suspicious because of that air they have about them, how you're so forthright and here it is, this is what it is what it is, and let it be. And what's another motto for you that I'm going to give you today, Aquarius? It is what it is. What's done is done. I mean, it's just cut and dry with you. I'm feeling that from your energy. I'm not saying all Aquariuses are this way. I'm just saying you are. As I always tell everybody when I'm reading, you know, I'm not picking on any particular sign. I'm just reading the energy in this particular sign. The Aquarius I'm talking to, the Aquariuses that I'm speaking with here today in this reading is for you. You are the person that I'm describing. The truth is the truth. There's no reason to beat around the bush about it. There's no reason to cry over spilled milk, hem-haw, beat around the bush. The truth is the truth. It's cut and dry. Wham, bam, done. You know, what are you going to do about it? That's just the way you think. And whenever you have someone who is so cut and dry and so razor sharp in their thinking and their decision making, it was so much fun for this Scorpio to play with that, because you're so intense sometimes and so accurately precise when you speak and with your words, and the way you cut someone off when it's time, and the way you just speak the truth. It is what it is. What's done is done, like I said. What are you going to do about it? It's over. It's done. Move on. Live your life. And a Scorpio doesn't do that. They hold grudges, most of them, and the one in this reading does. And they're very deep emotionally. They're just drowning in their emotion, and nobody's ever going to know that. There may be someone that's able to pull them out of that and see what is all in that water. If they allow you to dive down in there, they will let you see that. That's the love here I'm seeing between you and the Scorpio. And I don't think you want to dive down there, Aquarius. I think you just want to know that this person means what they say. They love you genuinely. You're both in love with one another. You're both happy. And you don't need to dive down in there and see all that weird dark water. You see this dark water down here at the bottom of this card? The water's light, where the light can hit it at the top of the water, and then the deeper the water gets, the darker, because the light is not down there. The light is up here. That's a Scorpio. That is just a Scorpio to the T. So you don't have any desire to dive down deep into anybody's dark water. You just want to know that they love you down there. If they're down in that dark water, they love you. And if they're up here in the light, beautiful water that the sun is shining down on and you can see through the water, they love you there too. You're just not the type to want to dive down in there. You have no interest in it. It's like you have no interest in that because there's no sense in it. There's no sense in diving down there that deep. You know, you're just not going to go there. And this person loves that about you because they know that they can, when they have one of those bouts of negative energy that overtakes them for a while and they get deep about something and they want to talk to you about it for a minute, and then they don't feel like it's a deterrent for you when they have to be alone and in their deep dark water sometimes. And it's not. You don't care if they do that. You want them to do that if that's what makes them feel better. You know, because all you know is the next day they're fine and everything's good again. So you both love one another, and you just are very tolerant of this strange, and as I say, I'm not talking about Scorpios as a whole. I'm talking about the Scorpio in this reading. This water sign, you just understand that they've got to go down there, and they go down there a lot. And as long as they're not down in that deep, dark, emotional water when you need them to be getting dressed so you can go to the movies, then you think that everything's okay in this relationship and it's a healthy one. Now, if that deep, dark water ever gets in the way of you being able to go out with one another and you being able to enjoy your life and your families and friends and your life and everything that surrounds you, when it starts, if it ever started to get in the way of that, you would know that something professional would need to be done. You know that this person would need some professional guidance here, and you would be there for them. Because you understand that this person loves you and all they want to do is to be able to come at least halfway up out of this dark water, at least half of the time. But a Scorpio, they can go down there and stay for a while, but your Scorpio isn't doing that. They go down in there, they deal with whatever they're dealing with, they come back up for air, and there you are waiting on them with dinner like nothing's wrong, because it's not. You understand completely what's going on with them. And this is just like amazing. This is just a fantastic relationship. Look at this love. This is the love card. I've had it twice in this series of readings I'm doing this week. It's just I know you love me and you know I love you. It's just beautiful. There's no over the top about it. If we want to go over the top, we will, but usually it's just a nice, steady, beautiful love. And you don't read too much into one another's actions. You're very kind and open-minded, so that, you know, somebody's actions doesn't throw you off balance. You can't control one another, and you don't need to. You just let one another be who you are, and you'll be there for them when they come up from the dark water, and they're there for you when you sometimes go down into that water on your own, when you get in your murky water here, because you have a lot of faith. It's showing me here, Aquarius. You believe in a higher power. You ground yourself, you balance yourself out. This is murky water here, and you have faith the whole time you're in that. And you're in a murky water there. I mean, can you see that water there? You see this? I'm sorry, I can't get a hold of the card. See how murky that water is? But you don't sweat it, because you know that there's nothing in there that's going to hurt you, because you've got faith, you believe. And you know that your person, when they get there into that place that they go in within themselves, they come back out. You know that. And if they don't, you're going to help them climb back out of that. You're going to help them swim back up to the surface. It's a beautiful relationship. I can't say that enough. Now, what's coming up soon is you're going to help this person. You're going to be able to, Aquarius, you're going to help this Scorpio learn how to release some of that deep, dark, negative energy. So, and you're also going to be shown that you can't make them do that. You can't make them stop going down into that deep, dark water. Love is not forceful. Love is not authoritative. It is not pushy, dominant, or commanding. And that's just showing me that you know that you can't make this person see what you see in them. You can't make this person stop going down there into that dark water, being lost in those deep, dark, negative emotions that they find themselves lost in occasionally. But you do know that at some point you're probably going to have to get some professional help for them to help them deal with whatever this is that's keeping them down there. Because I don't feel like you know the whole story yet as to why they get so deep down into that negative emotional state sometimes. So let's get Mercy, my gosh, you guys love one another. And you know that's what matters, Aquarius. Try. You're being asked, whoa. You're being asked to try to reach this person in a gentle, loving way. Try to see if you can get them to agree to seek some counseling that may help them go down in there and reach whatever that darkness is, so they can work through it and gain awareness. Let them know that they can gain awareness and understand why they do it. I'm going to see if there's one more for you. I can get a third card here. Nope. Okay. And the bottom of the deck is depression. So that's telling me that this person, you're fully aware. You are aware. The awareness card, you're aware that this person is, that this is a type of depression that you're just not familiar with. You work through things like a warrior. You don't stay in your feelings. You don't allow yourself to be emotionally consumed. And it was hard for you to realize that this person really is struggling with whatever this is that causes them to go into this deep, dark emotional state way down in there, to where sometimes it's probably scared you a little bit, where you're thinking, what in the world? What in the world is going on? So that's your reading. You're just, they're wanting you to, you're being asked to try to reach this person. Try to see if you can get them to speak with someone, and you can go with them, you know. I don't see why they wouldn't go, especially if you ask them to. They'll gain awareness. They'll realize that there's nothing wrong with them. They're reacting to something in the way that any human being would react, and there is help there that can help bring them out of that and heal from whatever trauma it is that they endured that causes them to become so negatively emotional. I hope this helps you in some way, Aquarius. What a beautiful relationship. I mean, this is, I know all relationships have their ups and downs or their issues, but this is just a forever type of relationship. You're not even letting this, you're not looking at, you're not taking this personally. You know that this is within this Scorpio, and they're going to be the ones that have to work through it, and you're just going to be there for them, because that's what you and this Scorpio do, isn't it? It's a beautiful reading. Thank you for joining me.